Hey, and it's not showing. There we go. I need a shave. That's all right. I'll shave today. I'll shave in a little bitty from now. A little bitty for the fitty. All right, so that's there. That's participants. And here's my cursor. There's my cursor. I was a wild road for many a year. I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. And now as I'm on the Golden Gate Store, I never will do I'd rover before, and it's no name, never, no name, never, no more. But I play the wild rover, no, never, no more. I went to an alehouse I used to frequent. I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit. She said to me, nay, such a custom of yours I can have any day. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I be the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home I pulled out of my pocket 3 sovereigns bright. The landlady's eyes open wide with delight. She says I have whiskey and wine of the best, and the words that I said, I told you in jest, and it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I be a wild rover, no, never. Well, hello, Joseph. Welcome back. I figured I'd come in and I'd play for a few minutes and see who showed up. It's very thick and humid outside right now. I went out and I watered some of my plants, and it was thick and very uncomfortable. But I like to step outside and figure out what it feels like, and then I run back here right to my air-conditioned room. Yes, it's rather, it is rather thick and hot just about everywhere. What part of the country, what state are you in, Joseph? U.S. Well, I did say state. I'm in Connecticut. I'm in the upper northeast corner of the United States, in Connecticut, which some people think is a soft drink, but I assure you, it is actually a state of the Union. So New York. So you're a good 4 or 5 hours drive for me. Don't worry, I'm not going out. I'm not going out. Although I'm surprised that I figured that's a little further north on the longitudinal scale, isn't it? Figure you might have a little bit more of a break. Obviously, I'm incorrect. As always. Yeah, it's weird that it's humid here and it's humid where you are. Yeah, it's like the whole world is just heating up. And the thing is, it's been all of these heat waves have not been very good for my outdoor gardening experiences. If I walk on my front lawn, it's crunchy, and then you can tell where the pumpkin plants are because that's the places I water with like a watering can. I go out there and I give them each a little bit when they start to look wilty. It's funny that you can actually tell, like now you can like look at a plant and you can see if it's sad or not. Because if a plant looks sad, it goes, oh. And it looks sad. And so then you water it and you come back and it's like, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to grow. This is great. Well, all this heat has been detrimental to the plants. Lightning. It can't be true. No such thing as lightning. We were supposed to get rain here today. I guess my neighbor says we're still supposed to get rain at like 6 p.m., which is good because that means the humidity will get out of the air and it'll get into the ground where it belongs for all my lovely plants. Despite the fact that I watered them today. But such is life. We adapt as we go, or try to. Did you call me a nerd? You call me a nerd? It was bad. Well, I assume it's over now. It's probably heading towards me. A scary lightning storm. I better go out there with my umbrella. Got my freshly made copper umbrella, which I'm going to hold right up to the sky. And hope I get superpowers when I'm struck by the lightning. What's actually probably going to happen is my colon is going to fuse to my intestines. And that'll be bad, okay? Are you done with your last thing, Benito? Is everything on the up and up? Are you free in the world? Are you free? I was telling Joseph that everything's great. Finally, 2 years of my life, it's over. Good for you, man. It's nice to have such negative chapters behind you, finally. And anything that has to do with a government institution is typically not met with joy. So yeah, I was telling Joseph that, we've been commenting on the heat and the humidity, and he just got thunderstorms, and I've been out trying to rescue my pumpkins, trying to keep them going. But I was out there watering, and I was only out there for like 5-10 minutes, and I'm out there and I'm going, no, what the hell with this? And I get back in here in the AC, and I'm just like, oh, glorious air conditioning. How must I pray to you in order to please, just for the love of God, to keep working? And it is. So, the gods have listened. The air conditioning God. Whoever made that, whoever discovered air conditioning, God bless him. God bless his soul forever. I want to talk about alleviating the trauma of humanity. Air conditioning is beautiful. See, I'm such an up guy. Always something to be grateful for. So I figured now that since Sparky's not around, we would be struggling. We would all be struggling without AC. And now that Sparky's been gone, he was in the last chat for a little bit, but he's still going to be gone for a couple of days. So I'm like, well, should I do more or should I do less? And so I did one like pretty early for me. Well, you were there. And that was all right. And I ended up talking to Steve for a while. And then I was like, okay, I'm taking a break. And so now if I got to come back, I do it one more time and see who showed up. And then essentially I'm trying to gear up for whatever the final program of the night, although it's going to be me solo again. So it's not like I'm working up to something, you know what I mean? It's like before it ends with Sparky. It's kind of like when Batgirl used to show up in Batman and Robin, the old television show, and they'd have the little Batgirl cycle go by, and that's how you knew Batgirl was in the episode. I love that stuff. So that's where I was like, in like Legendary Sparky, that's a special episode. That's why he he's the pinnacle of the night for me. Now that he's not here, I got no pinnacle. I got no pinnacle, guys. Kaboom! Black Stripes God. Said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. And how are you, Black Stripe God? Did you bring any food for the rest of the class? We're very hungry. Actually, that's not true. We were thanking history for whoever invented the air conditioner. Because air conditioning is saving humanity from so much suffering, especially during these heat waves. I noticed you haven't been in the long form videos either. That you had one task, Black Stripe God. Let me give you the instructions again. You got to look at some of the long form videos, not shorts, not live streams. Just look at some of the long form videos. Find one that you like and tell me what you like about it in the comments beneath it. It's all you got to do. You know that coveted wrench people are always looking for? Just saying. I have to go to my grandma. Okay? Well, you do what you gotta do. But you have your assignment. And I'll remember, Black Stripe God. Remember, you got my star. That's how I remember. Thank you for hanging with me, Joseph. Thank you. Please come again and do, like I said to Black Stripe God, look at some of the long form videos. Find out what you like and leave me a note in the comments. Let me know to do more of that. And Joseph Arno, I'm so sorry to see you leave, but I hope you'll come back sometime. We're streaming later this evening. And Alex Busner, yo, what up? Said hi, said hi, said hi. Hi, Alex Busner. I have all the member berries in my brain. And that's why when people come back, I start to remember them. I don't know why, because I try to wipe that stuff out with marijuana and legal substances, but I still remember you. Isn't that strange how that works? I remember berries, remember Chewbacca, remember Princess Leia. I remember too. That was, talk about calling it all out. That's really what a lot of it is. It's remember the past. Wasn't the past so swell? Remember when all these things are new and we were like delighted by them? Member berries are plot devices you put in media to get people to go, hey, I remember. And then it triggers all that nostalgic stuff. Yo, what happened? I don't know. What are you talking about? What happened? I can't see enema pig. Well, you can't see my enema bag because it's, I'm filling it up now as we're talking. Oh, or are you saying that the pictures, is my picture black? Like a black stripe? Can't see anything? Well, I don't think I went blind. Everyone else, can everyone else see me in the chat? Or did I just go black? Well, luckily you can still hear me. Just listen to my voice. It sucks to be Alex because I can still see. All right, I'm sorry. You must have gone blind. I feel very bad. I'm sorry, Alex Busner. Alex Busner went blind in my live stream this afternoon. I feel really bad for that lad. I'm assuming your gender. Alex, it could be a girl name, but I think it's a guy name. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. See? I got one right. Right. It's amazing. I didn't get canceled. You're going to type super long sentences. Just make sure they're grammatically correct, Black Stripe God. I'm just going to keep playing with that riff forever and ever and ever because it amuses me. So a guy goes into this bar, he looks over at the bartender, he goes, I bet you $100 I can sing out my ass. Bartender goes, okay, I don't believe you, it's a bet. Throws $100 down on the bar. The guy jumps up, drops his pants, poops all over the place. Bartender goes, "Why did you do that?" Guy says, "I was clearing my throat." Ha 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 ha. How old am I? I am 54 years old. But I'm incredibly well preserved by tar and nicotine. How old are you, Alex? Alex Busner, Alex Busner. I have to get a little more sleep, but I'm gonna go to sleep now. I gotta wake up and go back to work and go back to the office tomorrow, so I'll see how it goes today. LOL, and I hope. I'm sorry, but I'm 7. Well, don't be sorry about being young. Consider yourself fortunate. You have so much more life to view before you get jaded and bitter like an elderly fellow that I am. I just attract them, Benito. You know what I'm saying? Either that or I got an awful lot of FBI agents pretending to be minors to try to lure me in, going, hey, look at this sweet virgin meat over here. Come on, get the carrot. And then I go, I don't eat carrots. And they go, of course you do. Everyone's screwed. The only way I would be happy is if I was you. I'd have been there for the first hour and then the next day off. And then the next day I could get my own job and I would get paid for it. And it wouldn't be like a surprise. The most common way for the company that sells products and services. Products is through an advertising strategy or a marketing plan to promote the product and services in a market environment. These are weird songs. It sounds like a textbook. My marketing is terrible. I should have sold more shirts. I couldn't move a gap from a car. Out front, they're gonna be in a few hours, so I'll text you when I leave. Let me see what time you're coming home, so I'll let them know. I can come home now when he gets here in time for me. I think I need some Dr. Pepper. Here's some Dr. Pepper right here. You like the movie Cody Kosher? I haven't seen the movie Cody Kosher. What did we see? We saw Weapons the other night, which was surprisingly, it was pretty good. I'm not one for the horror genre, but it was all right. It was very dark, which I'm not so fond of, but it was a decent movie. I guess especially if you're into horror movies, I would give Weapons a thumbs up, enthusiastically, if not energetically, just because it's not my genre. I like, hey, it's Ashley's guide. Said hi. And Tiffany Cartwright. I said hi. I haven't seen you in a while, Tiffany Cartwright. And I just spit on myself as I said that. How gross. What a gross man you guys are watching. What's Ashley's Guide to T1D? What does that mean? Ashley's Guide to T1D. Sing Golden? I don't even know what song Golden is. I just watched Sicario. That stuff was crazy. I still haven't seen that yet either. I have gaps in my filmmaking repertoire. From K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know what K-pop Demon Hunters is. Up, up, up with our voices. There I could see. Well, it was all the masturbation, wasn't it? Oh, wait, you're not old enough to do that. You just went blind on your... you gotta watch your diet if you're just spontaneously going blind. K-pop Demon Hunters is terrible. Now I'm gonna go with Benito on this one. I have to trust Benito's call. He's in charge here, you know. It looks like it's me. It's not really me. It's Benito. He's in charge. Excuse me on that one. My kid turned it on once, and I watched it for like 10 minutes, and I was just confused on why someone allowed it to be made. It's not how you spell allowed, but but I get it. Well, you know, they can make whatever they want. Everyone's got different tastes. I don't mind, like, just because I don't watch it doesn't mean like it shouldn't be there. I mean, but I'm a really uber, I like to think I'm an uber tolerant dude. Allowed whatever. Hey, you can't take a little ball busted. I don't know who can. I watched some of that, some of your last video too. I was just like, Tiffany Cartwright. You all, I can think of every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. You all I can think of every drop I drink you up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. On to the moon! I read your name back as Black Stripper Pro. Hey, if it'll earn me an extra super chat. Na 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 na. Bam. Bam, 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 da, 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 da. Right? Oh, you weren't there. There were we had a lottery. We had a big lottery, and what was it? It was Doo Doo Squiggly Doo had spun the wheel and gave out a whole bunch of memberships. And that was on top of Toby did it a couple days before that. So we got like 14 of them now. What's my real name? My real name is Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Black Stripe Productions, and that's why that silver star keeps showing up everywhere. That is the Celtic symbol for imagination, and that's what I've been using as my corporate icon logo for about 40 years now. So hopefully that gives you a little backstory, so to speak. Black Stripe got a song dropping when I Jesus. Oh God. Kevin G Nicholson. Okay, see you later, Black Stripe God. Remember your assignment? Go to the long form videos, find one you like, and then comment. That's all you have to do. You do what you gotta do, Tiffany Cartwright. So many people stopped by today, just off the cuff. Yes, you do. You go, Black Stripe God. You go. I actually did exotic dancing once when I was younger. I danced in Plainfield, Connecticut. There was an exotic dancer club. There was a strip club, and they needed people for a male review, but they were casting locally, and so I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I wasn't allowed to go full Monty. I would have done it though. But no, and get this. And the music I picked to dance to, Weird Al Yankovic. Every track. Every track. Do I know Roblox? Isn't that like Grand Theft Auto with Legos? Kinda. I've heard of it. I think I've seen it. I don't have to call the doctor. I got some Dr. Pepper right here. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper. Yeah, I was never really shy. Not that anyone asked, but now it's just belly Kevin. There's no dancing involved. It's just like it's a keg of bad beer. Okay, well tell me about Roblox. What's Roblox all about? If I'm incorrect, edumacate me. Where you play older games. Like what? You're talking like Pac-Man and Tetris, and so you play older games, and then you kill people with them. I haven't played it. Is it like you gotta buy it, or is it's like Squid Game? Everyone keeps saying Squid Game's awesome. I don't want to see people get killed in a variety of different ways. It was like I had enough of that with like all the horror movies in the 80s and 90s. It was like, all right, honestly, I don't get off on watching people suffer, just period. That's never been a thing with me. And jump scares, I was like, you know. Squid Game, because I saw what that was all about, because I read the Cliff Notes, so to speak. Roblox is free? Okay, I could probably take a look at that. But Squid Game, the fact that they had all these disturbing ways of killing people, I was like, I don't want to kill people. I'd rather everyone get along. And on a good day, they'll all have a good, huge hug fest. Maybe even naked. You know, you never can tell. But it's too much killing people. But, all right, Roblox. other games is Weef Killing. Good old Roblox. Weren't you playing that? Wasn't I watching you play that, Benito? And steal a brain rot. I naturally have brain rot. In fact, I want to unnaturally have a little brain rot too. How about that? Come here. Come here. Get closer. Yeah, I play it. You got a problem with that? I play Roblox. You discriminating me on my Roblox playing? I had a toy box. You want to make fun of me having a toy box? Thanks for the ping. What's the ping? Soblex for the pin. Oh, now I remember. Rock on. Hey, 9 times out of 10 if you ask. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, that was rude. I didn't mean to. I am wearing an awesome t-shirt, though. So that's making up for the fact that I'm burping left, right, and center. Soblex. Thanks for playing. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming back. Hey, and if you guys haven't clickety-clicked or edged the like button, I'm only seeing 3. There were at least 10 people in here a minute ago. The heck, guys? The heck? Slacking. I bet your Black Stripe God didn't hit it. Did he? No. Someone's supposedly on board. No. Alright. Little Dr. Pepper here. It's been an interesting afternoon. Generally, I have the legendary Sparky here with me, but he's spending time with his family. So I'm chilling out here in the house all alone. But, you know, I'm making do. I decided, you know, to get on the sauce. Hey, Joseph Arno. He's back. Yay. Let me see. Get my little grinder here. I'm a very goofy man. It's the only thing that's keeping me from being a mass murderer. It's hard to be, although, the Joker, you know, I mean, that's a fictional character, though. Although sometimes life is stranger than the old fiction. The old fiction. I'm amazed. Do you know that cola is Pepsi? Do I know it? That cola is Pepsi? Well, cola, Coke, and Pepsi are colas. Do you know that I have Pepsi and Coke both in my colon? Hi, Tiffany Cartwright. Said hi. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? Think again. Because I want to be the most annoying human being on the planet. Unless I need... How long have you been live for? 39 minutes now? And people are talking to me, so I'm gonna... So long as it's fun, I'll keep doing it. I'll go for hours if you guys, you know, go back and forth like this for a while. It's when everyone sits out there and they just, I don't know, they're playing with themselves quietly and it's just an empty room. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I mean, you want the honest answers? Those are the honest answers. I'm giving them to you. What am I, a joke to you? Am I a clown? It's true. It's very true. I got Riz. That's not the first time I've heard that, Alex. Ha ha ha. He's got a little charisma. He's got a little something, something. A little sparkety, sparkety. No, it's stupidity, stupidity. And people go, occasionally he says some really screwed up shit, and it makes us laugh, so we watch him. Although that's not entirely true either, because even some of the younger ladies have their little crushes I know going on. So, thanks for that. I appreciate it. It's always good that someone reinforces the fact that I got a little something going on, because I'm not going to get, please, no cursing. You just can't take cursing or swear words in this class, all right? Let's keep it all professional. In fact, we're keeping it professional. I'm putting the tie on. So, there we are. Get the tie. This is a black tie event, and here's my black tie. Someone had asked if I had danced before. Where do you think these ties came from? That's right. I was a rescue ranger dancer. They had the Chippendales dancer, but I was a rescue ranger. That's kind of like when you get a stripper from the pound, it's a rescue ranger. I'm sorry, we'll have no profanity in this room. It's quite so. He thinks he's amusing. It's not. Lousy bigot. And he doesn't smell too good either. I don't know, it's kind of like an old English fart, isn't it? Yes, quite so. Yeah, I had a crush in kindergarten. I did too. I used to bring the girl. Here's luckily the statute of limitations have gone by on this. We have these things called lady slippers in this area, and when I was a little kid, it was illegal to pick them because they were endangered flower. But they were all over the forest floor behind my house where I was growing up. And so I liked this girl in kindergarten. I don't even remember her name, but I remember thinking she was very pretty, and so I picked her flowers, and I brought them into kindergarten to give them to her. And I don't recall any of the transaction at all, but I know I did. That was my kindergarten crush, I guess. And boy, and I was a cute kid, so I got a lot of extra attention. Now you're in school? Well, enjoy it while you're there. Just learn how to duck and try not to irritate your other classmates because they're packing now. I know you shouldn't have to worry about it, but nothing you can do about it. Just got to prepare as best you can. Yeah, because that's the... They used to have nuclear war drills back in school. Now it's just stop, drop, duck and cover. Duck and cover, Tiffany's on her period. Blam, 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 blam. They don't tell you about when the girls commit the murders. Can you do the said I thing from my sis? What's your sis's name again? I should know this by now, but if it gives you a little joy, why wouldn't I? Yes, but I didn't confess my love. Oh, Stella, said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. Stella, said hi, said hi, said hi. are, Stella. That's for you, Stella. You remember me when you get older, and then when you have a job, you can send me a super chat then. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, she couldn't hear. She's a little deaf. Well, if she's a little deaf, she ain't gonna hear no matter how loud I sing. Aspen! Said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. Well, took you long enough to get here. Been going on 46 minutes. We had a count going. We had bets. Her left ear died. I was in here crying for the first 46 minutes before you got here. Ask the guys in the chat. He just wouldn't stop talking about Aspen, and I was just tears everywhere. It was very dramatic. You remember from the chat? You've both been in the chat at the same time before. Tiffany Cartwright. My old username was Red Roses. If that rings a bell. My old username was Red Roses, but then I changed it to Aspen. Well, thanks for hanging with me a little, Alex. Alec Busner, I appreciate you hanging out. Feel free to come back anytime. I hope you had a couple chuckles. And I'll be streaming at least one more time later this evening if you find yourself looking for more of me. Oh, I got to see my crush before. So now you're like, if I remember correctly, you're like 11 or 12. So what is the crush? Just you think he's pretty looking, or is it something about his personality or the way he walks? What is it about your crush that really speaks to you, that moves you? We literally know everything about each other. Everything. Well, that's a good person to have a crush on, I suppose. Someone who knows everything about you, and they do not use it against you. If you guys knew everything about me, you'd never come back again. All right. I guess he left so I could swear. Huh. That means I can take off the tie. It's getting a little tight around the old neck. Yeah, old neckerchief. So you've known your best friend for nearly 4 years. So that means since you were like 8. Well, that's childhood friendship. You keep that close. He, do brothers, you. I don't know what any of this means. He, do brothers, you. My brothers do you? No, my brothers don't do me. My sisters don't do me either. As far as I know, I have one brother who's still living, and I have a sister who is not. She's not doing anything anymore. I think I just answered that question. I have a younger brother, and I had, past tense, a younger sister. I'll let that take 15 seconds to get to you. Why, Aspen? Are we playing that kind of game again? What's the correct answer, Aspen? I am drinking Dr. Pepper from my father's mug, from the Glen mug. And thank you for the condolences. It was a lot of years ago, but I miss her. I wish she was still with us, but nothing I can do to control it. Can you have some? Oh. Yes, absolutely, you may have some. If you were here, I would, of course, I would share what I have. I'm a very sharing fella. But I would expect you to be equally as sharing of other things. You know, it's kind of like that quid pro quo sort of thing. Neva! Well, hello, Neva. Welcome back. Neva, welcome home. Great, I have sweets right now. Ooh, sugar! She likes her sugar. She likes her sweets. She likes to put it in her mouth all the time. Wait, you're not old enough for that. Didn't you say you were like 12? Alex Buzzner said hi, said hi. Alex Buzzner said hi, said hi, said hi. And he's thirsty, yes he is. And he wants some of my soda, I think. And I'd share it if he was right here. Oh, you go drink that water, Alex Buzzner, Alex Buzzner. I assume that means that you're old enough. So it's just started. It's a little early. I mean, 12 is kind of the typical, I suppose, but 13 is generally where it comes. It's only going to get worse, honey. Sorry to break it to you. That's just biology. I didn't write the biology. That's just Mother Nature doing its own thing. Really? That's a little extreme. Do you find yourself to be very, what's the word I'm looking for without? Do you find yourself to be very active in that regard? In regards to interests and, what's the other? I'm trying to think how to say this smoothly without being creepy. Wait a second. That's a very, there's a lot of tongue in that happy face there, sweetheart. That implies you use the love button. Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. Met a girl crazy for me. Met a guy cute as can be. Summer days drifting away. Oh, the summer nights. Tell me more, was it love at first sight? Tell me more, did he put up a fight? Oh. Oh, you know this one, do you? But wait, was the anger because of the way I worded where I said you use the button, don't you? See, when I look over there, I'm reading what you guys are actually saying back and forth to each other. I'm involved in the... That's kind of how it works. You say, hello, hello, back. And then if they go, hello again, go, hello, I heard the first hello. I'll give you a second hello. Then they go, Aspen, Alex, Aspen, Alex, Aspen, Alex. But you're not communicating at this point, are you? You just what? Real name? That's right, a real name for a real man. A real boy. I'm a real boy. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's 5:19. You know what that means, kids? That means it's time for Aspen to play with the button. Hey, no one's got a sense of humor no more. Just saying. Should I let you guys finish up your conversation? Well, you guys finish your conversation. I'll just sit here and play with my balls. I'm so done with this conversation. Wow. You know what? I kind of am too. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I'll be back again around 9:10ish. I'll probably do 2 back to back later on in the day. I know Aspen, you're a little further along, but we'll if you want. Well, you know how to find me. You guys play nice, okay? Bye bye. Bye bye.